Okay, so you think, maybe because I was going to talk about this later in the interview, but we see Trump coming in. It seems like lots of people. This will actually go out after the inauguration, so then we'll maybe this few things we talk about here have changed. But it seems like people are saying he's going to come out with a bang. Lots of deregulation, reduction of sort of spending. Reduced taxes. Do you see that as a boom, or do you think it's sort of just going to paper over the cracks?
But I think this is where people, I mean, miss the whole, understand or don't understand the economy here. I mean, this is not about what Trump can do right now and right here. This is about the consumer that now has been the U.S. consumer that has now been struggling for a year and a half, 2 years with very high interest rates. If you look at very basic things for the economy, for the consumer right now, then you see the credit card delinquencies are just going up, up and up. We see the same for mortgage delinquencies and so on. So this about that Trump comes in and does something fantastic. That is a narrative, and I come from the country of fairy tales with Hans Christian Andersen, and this is a fairy tale. I mean, there's nobody who can just take the Titanic, which has hit the iceberg, and then say, "Oh, this one guy here, he's going to do it all, all perfect." I mean, we're talking about $1 trillion of economy, not just the US, but trillions of dollars across the world. We're seeing everywhere that there is a struggle amongst the consumers. And then we think, oh, but this is coming out from Trump and it'll change everything and anything. To me, it's completely BS, honestly. And it's simply understanding this, that when the economy starts to turn, it's something that takes a while. You need to see the deterioration in different areas of the economy, and then you will see it falling into a recession. And that is unfortunately the path we're still on, and nothing has changed. I mean, it looks perspectives like average weeks of unemployment, which is how long are people being unemployed, how long are they unemployed when they become unemployed. Well, it's actually going up and up, and it's higher than it's been for a very long time. And it's when every time we see it moving up like what it does now, it's a signal of a coming recession. So I can point to these endlessly of indicators that's just saying things are not so great. And the only thing that the people that are talking about the economy so great right now are looking at are the NFP numbers, non-farm payrolls, which are on an average adjusted by 68,000 per month for the last 5 years. So I mean that we look into those and they are seasonally adjusted. And if you look at the December adjustment, it was the lowest we pulled out because December is a good month because people are coming into work there. And if you look at that, that is seasonally adjustment that they put in there has been the lowest we have seen in 20 years. And if you look at the part-time jobs, which is really when you look at NFP numbers, they just count one job for a job. So if it's a part-time job, and I am as a person, I take on 3 part-time jobs to make ends meet, well, then it actually counts for 3 jobs in the NFP numbers, which, by the way, is also still regulated or revised. And we remember the revision we had in November of last year was 818,000 jobs was just removed like this. So all of the talk of how strong the economy is, I simply do not buy it. And I think we're much, much closer to a market top than most people anticipate and understand. So yeah, I hear the narrative. I hear what they are talking about with Trump coming in and whatever he can do, but that's part of the narrative you hear into a top. That's not what you hear at the bottom of a market. You hear that into a top of a market. That's where everybody gets euphoric, and that's what I see. I see euphoria unfolding. I say we are within. We'll have a strong rally here going into the inauguration or after the inauguration for a couple of weeks in the stock market, months if we are lucky, and I think the crypto market will explode to the upside. But it does not mean that the economy is fine. It definitely is not, and that's still where we're heading.